Hello everyone, Nanka's here. Today I would like to present you a recap of a war from Green Cupcakes. This was a final match with Clan Elite Gamers A, and it was the final in Welter NDL Season 4. As you can see, Green Cupcakes won with 87 stars versus 86 stars from Elite Gamers A. It was indeed a very interesting war, and the breakdown, by the way, here was 3, 5, 16, and 6 with 3 Town Hall 12s, 5 Town Hall 11s, 16 Town Hall 10s, and 6 Town Hall 9s. I will show you some replays from Town Hall 11s and Town Hall 10s, and these attacks will cover basically all of the players of the clan. Yes, this video will be like a little tribute to the clan's players. And let's start with the attacks. By the way, all of these attacks will be slightly different. Some will be ground attacks, some will be air attacks, but all of them will be a little bit different. So let's start with Town Hall 11, and as you can see, there is a queen charge. It starts with a queen charge, and there will be a lot of action here. So, as I said, the attack starts with a queen charge, and there is no jumps here. Instead, there will be a wall wrecker used, and in the wall wrecker there are bowlers. So one side was cleared with the help of one baby dragon, and on the other side there is a king with one single wizard cleaning up the building, so the queen doesn't go around the base, but instead follows the wall wrecker. The main goal here of the queen charge and the bowlers in the wrecker, of course, is to kill the defensive CC and the defensive queen. If the queen can take the eagle as well, that would be ideal. Of course, on the way to the core of the base, the queen took down one of the air defenses, and it's always nice. So as you can see, the warden's ability was used right when the kill squad was killing the defensive queen and the defensive CC, and yeah. The eagle is gone. Now it is time for the Lalos. Now for the Lalo portion, there is not too many spells. There's like only four haste spells and one heal spell, but the queen is still there. She still has her ability, and there are enough loons and even lava hounds. Only 2 lava hounds in this composition. That was more than enough. As you can see, not too many defenses left, and lots of minions, lots of pups for the cleanup, and the queen still has her ability. Along the last few defenses left, now the archer tower is busy with the queen, and last air defense goes down, and that's it. The base is basically wrecked. Lalo, who doesn't like Lalos? Ideal attack. Let's check the next one. The next one is going to be 11v11 as well, and this one is gonna be a short queen walk and P.E.K.K.A with bowlers, and of course there are some loons as well, and in the wall worker there is additional P.E.K.K.A and a few loons too. So with one P.E.K.K.A and wizard, Lamley cleans one side of the base. This will help to direct the queen in her walk, of course. And as you can see, the P.E.K.K.A did pretty well on the cleanup here. Now you can start with the queen walk. Now here with the healers, you should be very careful, because there is this air defense standing right there on the corner. You don't want to lose your healers. Now on the other side, at about 6-ish, the king is sent with another wizard, and they will clean up the buildings on the other side of this base. So the queen, again, as same as the previous walk in the previous attack, follows the wall wrecker right into the core of the base. Now the additional P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers following the wrecker as well. Lemley knew that the wall wrecker will not get too deep into this base. That's why he had 2 jumps to allow for the P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers and the queen, of course, to walk through the whole base till the very end. Then once the whole army is right in the core of the base, you can use the rage on the bowlers and the Pegas, of course. There's some heal on them as well, and and the warden's ability is used right when they were receiving a lot of damage from the defensive CC and from the eagle and from all of the defenses around them. And with the second jump, as you can see, they freely walk into the backside of this base, and it's time now for the loons. They won't bring a huge value for this attack, but yet they did clean some defenses on the other side and helped to the main army to fight this base. Now there are still a few packers left, and the queen still has her ability, and not too many defenses left. There is only one wizard tower on one side and a Tesla, and on the other side there's like what, now it's only one Teslas and one archer tower. Luckily the army is split, and the healers decided to go with the P.E.K.K.A.s. So the P.E.K.K.A.s are feeling pretty well over there with only one archer tower and the last Tesla. Now it's all gone, and it was another beautiful triple. Let's switch now to 10v10 attacks, and the first one is gonna be Queen Charge Lalo. Let's see how it goes here. Now A4, just kidding, is using a jump here to help the queen to get into the core of the base, and the attack starts with a cleanup on the corner. So the king is sent with one wizard. They will help cleaning up some defense, not only defenses, some defenses too, but some trash buildings on one side, and a wizard. There is a wizard on the other side who will cut off the way for the queen so she doesn't go around this base. And here, right there, where, yeah, exactly here, the queen is gonna use the jump to get into the core of the base. And again, the main goal here is to kill the defensive CC and to kill the defensive queen, the most scary unit here for the loons, of course. Not only, but one of the Now the queen is in, she'll take care of the king just because he was on her way, and she will lure the CC, kill the CC, and then kill the defensive queen. She will also create a funnel, a very nice funnel for the loons. Creating a funnel for the loons is very important so they don't spread all across the base and they stay like grouped together. Now it is time to kill the defensive queen. The queen's ability is used to finish its work, and the attack starts with the Lalo. Now the slammer goes the first, and then loons join it with the two lavas, and there were 3 haste spells for the loons and 1 rage as well. Now there is no heal spells. Sometimes I know in the Lalo attacks a heal spell is used, but not in this attack, because at the second and third tower, I mean the first one was taken care of by the queen, and the second one was killed in the very beginning of this attack, and the loons didn't really it didn't really harm the loons, let's phrase it this way. Now the last defenses go down, and you see even the slammer even didn't pop. Amazing. Lots of minions there, not too many pops, but there are enough to clean up this base. Now yeah, the slammer did pop at the very end when it didn't really matter. The next 10v10 is gonna be Jagbat. Here we go. It starts with the heroes on both sides of the base. The queen will clean up some defenses and some buildings on one side and work on the funnel for the dragons, and the king will do the same on the other side. Now once the funnel is established for the dragons, you can deploy the dragons. Now there is also a lava hound here that will help tanking for the dragons. There is a lava hound in the very beginning of this base, like exactly where the dragon started, and as soon as the dragons kind of enter closer to the core of this beast, 1 rage is used on them, and the slammer goes on the other side. It's tanking and cleaning up defenses on the other side. Now the bats, they're not deployed right inside the base. Instead they're deployed on kind of on the outside. This will help to direct the bats to keep them together in one big wave of the bats. Unfortunately, at the very end, despite the last freeze, the bats died out of the bomb, the red bomb, air bomb. I can't remember the exact name. Please help me in the comments below. In any case, all of the defenses are gone. There are so many dragons left, so many loons from both the army and the slammer. Amazing, amazing. Great attack. So the next one, back to Queen Charge Lalo. And let's see how it goes this time. Please notice in this attack there is no jump spell, there is no wall breaker. Instead, the queen will use a few wall breakers to help her get in right into the core of the base. So as you may have noticed, that the queen first took one of the air defenses that was right there on the corner. Only then the healers will be added to heal the queen. Now there is one important point that I wanted to bring your attention to. When the wall breakers did break the walls, the king was tanking, and also the freeze helped freezing the multi-target inferno. If there was no freeze in that multi-target inferno, the wall breakers would have died. Anyway, with the help of the rage, the queen takes down the defensive queen. Of course, she had to use her ability. She was receiving a lot of damage there, and the air sweeper didn't help by sweeping the healers away. And it is time now for the lava portion. Now Diego starts with the lava hounds, and the loons follow the lava hounds, and the slammer joins the loons a little bit later at the corner there at 6-ish. And again, there were four haste spells and one rage for the loons here. Lots of loons remained until the very end of the attack. Now the queen will fight the king. Will she survive? Probably not. No, she died. She died, but it doesn't matter because this base is wrecked. It's just the cleanup. There is enough minions and enough loons to do all of the job. Good hit, really good hit. And another 10v10 here with a kill squad, the hogs, and there will be Valks in the slammer. Yeah, exactly. There is like a kill squad, but there is no wall breaker. There is a slammer. How often do you see slammer in the kill squad attacks? I personally don't see them a lot. I know there are, and I know there are many clans that use it, but I personally don't use it for my kill squad. Maybe it is time for me to start using it. Anyway, the slammer helps to open the base wide open, wide open. So the rest of the kill squad was able to get right into the core of the base. And look at the funnel that was created for these hogs here. There's 4 heal spells for them, more than enough, I would say, for this type of the base after that perfect cleanup by the kill squad. And yeah, again, I'll repeat myself, funnel is very important, and funnel is very important not just for the loons, but for the hogs too. So the kill squad worked here on killing the defensive queen, killing the defensive CC, and of course creating the funnel for the hogs. There is one troll Tesla in the corner, but it wouldn't be a big deal. There is still one heal spell left for the hogs, and it used right at the backside of these defenses here. And the freeze, will the freeze be used? What do you think? There is enough troops for the cleanup, and more than enough hogs to help cleaning the rest of the base. No, yeah, the freeze was used on the king just to slow him down a tiny bit. And here we go, beautiful, beautiful triple with Queen Squad hogs, with Valks in the CC. And the last attack for this recap, back to Queen Charge Lalo. It seems like I am showing like Queen Charge Lalo and something else, and then back to Queen Charge Lalo. Now again, back to Queen Charge Lalo. I personally love Green Charge Lalo. I can't help it, can't help it. So, with a few loons and a haste, there was a few defenses taken down on the corner there. Now the queen took another one, and you can see there is a big portion of nothing. So it kind of created the funnel for the queen, and she'll go right into the core of the base now. Now, because the king will help clean in the trash buildings on the other side, and by using the jump spell, the queen will go into the core, as I've said. So here we go. The CC was lured and killed, and despite the ice golem, why do they want to call it freeze golem? Despite the ice golem in the CC, the queen was not receiving a lot of damage over there, so she was fine to survive it. And now she'll take care of the defensive queen and a couple of defenses right there from the inside. Now one of the inferno towers is gone, and the queen will continue her walk. She still has her ability, and it is time for the Lalos. Here we go. The slammer goes right with the loons here, and please notice in this attack there is less haste spells and only one yeah, well, I wanted to say that the last rage, was kept for the loons. No, I was wrong. This rage was for the queen. Yeah, there was a huge value put into the queen charge here, because all three rage spells were used on the queen, and yeah, again, she still has her ability. This is amazing. 2 haste spells, they were not even used. Look at the amount of the loons, look at the amount of the pups and the minions, and 2 haste spells. Amazing. Really pretty, beautiful attack. I even forgot my words here. Perfect. Amazing attacks done by Green Cupcakes in the NDL Welter Season 4. Congrats to Green Cupcakes. It was a really beautiful war, and I hope to see you back in the next season. And I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos and streams of NDL and more. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the future videos.